what's up? It's Angela, and thank you for joining the Exodus group. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Today, we have a special guest, and I hope to see her more. We have Carlina Jones here today. Hello, Carlina. How are you?
Hello, how are you? Glad to be here.
I am wonderful. I am great. Thank you for joining us today on the Exodus group. So, Carlina came to me, you guys, because she met her at a business meeting, and we were talking about the Exodus group and how this nonprofit is here to help us who have left the organization get back on our feet and keep moving forward and empowering ourselves to have a strong and beneficial and great life. Because we were told in the organization, after leaving the organization, that nothing would happen good. Yet after you leave the Jehovah's Witness organization, you would not have God's love anymore, and everything would just go wrong. And I can tell you from personal experience, that could not be further from the truth. Now, for me personally, I told Carlina I wouldn't tell my little bit of story, but for me personally, I didn't know anything about credit coming out of the organization. Literally, when I knew I was kind of coming out, I went and got a car on a credit card, and I swiped the credit card as a deposit, let's see, this is in 2001. So I had a 1991 Ford Explorer, and I went to a buy here, pay here place, swiped my credit card for a $3,000 deposit, and they wanted $300 a month for this. $300 a month for this car, and I paid that religiously. Moved to Atlanta. Now that helped me get out of Atlanta. That helped me escape. I'm so thankful for that. But literally 6 months later, I lost my job. I had some situations come up. Of course, not knowing anyone in Atlanta. 9/11 happened, the economy crashed, personal training went down, what have you. And I knew nothing about credit. I got the car repoed. And so with the mindset that I grew up with the world coming to an end, excuse my French, but I was just like, F it. F the credit. Because really, if the world's coming to an end, why do I have to worry about this credit score and why do I pay this bill? So therefore, let's just swipe this card as much as I can, okay? And I'm just being real now. That's just what happened. So now, 20 years later, we're rebuilding the credit. We're rebuilding the credit off of crap that happened in 01 with this mindset. And for me personally, I'm still working on this mindset of, no, yes, you need to pay more than just the lights and the power and the rent. You need to go pay the past debts and the other things that might not seem so attacking on that. Now, I met Carlina, and the first thing that attracted me to you, madam, was that you said there's an energy behind your credit score. You said that there's an energy behind what you're doing with your credit score. Can you please explain that to me?
The energy behind your credit score, your credit report. First off, let me just say, Angela, you are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's talk about your energy. Your energy.
I'm kind of high.
Your energy is so contagious, and I mean, you have hit on some very valid points just about life in general. From the first day we met, I mean, even to now, just listening to your story is very inspirational. And you know, you being transparent about your life, you are ministering to other people. This is so amazing because some people like to hide this information,
right?
But, credit is important, very important, and the energy behind the credit is so important as well. As we all have had challenges in our lives, and thank you for sharing about your challenge and about credit. I had a challenge in mine where I lost my job, and medical bills, everything just went to my credit. My credit score suffered. I think at that point I was like at a 520 credit score. I mean, what could I get? I couldn't get anything.
Right.
I knew about credit repair because I have been with other services before, like such as Lexington Law and other places. But it was about getting myself back on track. There are situations such as people going through divorce, sicknesses, job loss. There's a lot of different situations that can affect someone's credit score. Other situations such as identity theft, someone signing up for a credit card or purchasing. I've seen cars and houses purchased in someone else's name. So there's so many different challenges that can come about. But your credit score and your credit report is so much power, because it's not about that man that makes $800,000 a year. You might think he have perfect credit, but he may not. Just because a person makes a lot of money doesn't mean that their credit is good. I actually had a young man sign up for credit repair services with the company that I am an agent for, and he makes triple more than I did. Well, why does he need credit repair? That's the question.
Right.
Yeah, someone that makes $20,000 a year, $20,000 a year may not be much, but that person would get approved for more than a man that's making $500,000 to $800,000 a year because of the credit. And it's not about the money anymore. Cash used to be king, but credit right now is the power that it takes you to move to that next level. But your credit score, that's so important in purchasing homes, refinancing homes, purchasing cars, because your interest rate is determined on your credit score and report. Well, if a lender sees that you have a 550 credit score and you have late payments on your report, and you might have a collection or two, what do you think that lender is going to say about lending you money?
See, I didn't even know that late payments were a thing. I didn't even know that until maybe last year.
Yeah.
And so as I'm coming out of this, and my credit score, we're working on it. We're working on it right
me
now.
Too.
We are working on it. Yes.
Yeah.
Because God gave me this wonderful house that now I'm like, I want to buy this. Wait, where else am I going to it in? So hey, I guess I want a house now and not just an apartment. Right. I need a better credit score to buy this.
Yeah.
It's been a very interesting thing as I'm learning about this. Like, late payments are a thing, or interest rates are a thing, or whatever. And I'm like, okay, but I'm self-employed. How do I do this with the self-employment budget? So keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, you're fine. And we're all working on, like I was saying, even people who make great money, $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year. There's doctors that are getting credit repair. Because at the end of the day, you never know someone's financial situations. Because people, when you talk about credit and when you talk about credit report, sometimes people want to shy away from it. They don't really want to talk about it because of the situation. But as I was with a networking group of women last night, I told them, I said, you and your credit, it's okay to talk about it. We've all have made some mistakes, and some of these things haven't been mistakes. It's just the way life is.
Learning experiences.
Life happens sometimes, but should you be held accountable for that? Because see, once you have an account and it goes into collections and it hits your credit report, your score goes down. So when your score goes down, that is a reflection on your behavior. And see, what credit repair does is it wipes it away. Because see, there's different laws that consumers are kind of sort of have I would say a safety net on, and that's the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The Fair Credit Reporting Act says that anything that's obsolete, inaccurate, or erroneous can be potentially removed from your credit file. So you have a collection. That creditor already put it on your credit report as a negative item. Well, that can be potentially removed.
Okay.
These creditors are selling it to third parties. This is not your debt anymore.
Okay.
So with credit repair, the credit repair process works is that you send off letters to dispute these negative items on your credit file. Or it's even a negotiation tactic to use, like if you have a late payment. You might have a late payment on an open account that's good. The dispute letter will ask the creditor pretty much to update that negative payment so everything can be reflected as good. So what credit repair does is it kind of sort of washes your slate clean in a way, so that you can, rebuild your scores, and you can, clean up your report. So, I've used credit repair over the years for different situations, and credit repair is amazing. I'm a realtor as well. So when I have these clients coming to me for houses and stuff, they go right into the program. This program is amazing. 6 to 12 months it generally takes to get someone's credit back on track so that they can go into the home buying process. And like I was telling, and I'm also in the automotive industry, and I always use this story, a Mercedes-Benz. There's a woman coming into the store. There's two women coming into the store to buy a Mercedes-Benz. One lady has a credit score of 800. The other woman has a credit score of 500. They're both wanting to buy this Mercedes-Benz. The woman that has a credit score of 800, her monthly payments will be about $300. The woman that has the 500 credit score, her monthly payment is going to be $600-700.
Right.
So a 500 score versus a 800 score, that's a $300 a month difference in just your credit score. And it's such a small amount to get your credit score together, so you don't have to pay $300 extra a month that can be used for other things in your house, in your home. So, we're out in the community just sharing great nuggets and good information on credit and how to restore and rebuild your credit. And we're just really, really excited about that.
So what mindset changes do you feel that people need to have in restoring their credit? And what things do you think they need to do, like everyday things that you believe that they need to apply to their everyday life in order to reflect better on their credit score? Right.
So some things that I feel as though individuals can do to, to do in order to rebuild and repair their credit score. Because let me just stop here and say that you can rebuild and repair your credit for free.
Okay.
If you take the time to to do the work. And see, a lot of people are busy, you know, doing their everyday lives, the family and everything. They just rather pay someone so that, you know, their
It's
credit
done right,
can
or
restore.
done correctly.
Right. So, but some things that you can do is paying your bills on time. Paying your bills on time, saving, getting out of debt, um, having a plan with your finances, budgeting, um, you know, and monitoring your score. And with that being said, all these things can help you in rebuilding your score, disputing, of course, credit repair, disputing these negative items on your credit file, so that your scores can potentially go up and so that you're looked at in a different light. So budgeting, savings, monitoring your score, savings, those things can, you know, help you with the whole your credit.
Awesome. What about the self-employed person? For me personally, that's a lot of times what happened. Before I was better at demanding my money, let's say it that way, and knowing my worth.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know my worth at the time, or I knew, you know, I was one of those trainers like, I'll charge you $25 a session for 1 hour, and then the client wouldn't pay for 3 or 4 sessions, and I'm sitting there going, okay, cool, and then they pay half of it, and I'm like, okay, because I didn't know my worth. I didn't know that I was worth more, and I'm a in-home trainer. I'm not at a gym trainer, so I travel with these people. So I'm charging $25 a session when gas is going over $1. Yes, at one time, y'all, gas was $1.
Yeah,
but, you know, I'm still 20.
Yeah.
It was 79 cents. It was 80 cents. Okay, way back in my day, gas was 79 cents. Now it's $3, and you know who else?
Yeah.
But that's how I got behind, is because I didn't know my worth. I didn't know that, you know what, I need to be charging $500-$600 a month, especially if I'm going out a couple of miles, 20 miles out of my way to come train you for 1 hour, and then I got to charge for that hour driving back because I get stuck in traffic. You're doing whatever you need to be doing with your life.
Yeah.
You're going about your day, and I'm just like, I can't have a client here because I'm in traffic. Going 3 miles an hour. The next client going, I can't make it, so I've lost that money.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you don't think about that. Because if I have a 10 o'clock from 10 to 11, I can't put no one from 11 to 12. I got to drive from 11 to 11:30, or in Atlanta to 11 to 11:45. So that means the next session doesn't start till 12.
Absolutely.
So, and then you got to have mental time and mental breaks, because you get cut off, you're cussing. And I can't show up to your house going, Carlina, I hate you. And you're like, what did I do? Trying to get 500.
Oh, God.
Like, make you mad? The woman down the street made me mad, lady.
Yeah.
So, what is your tips on how to help someone that's been self-employed? I know in many cases, at least from what I'm seeing, a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses or ex-members are self-employed because we were urged not to go to college. We were urged to go to technical school. And that way, when you're self-employed, you can manage your own time so that you can pioneer and serve where the need is great, but also work for money or what have you, and all this other BS. So again, what would you suggest to those who are self-employed to build up their mindset on coming out and maybe their self-worth in, you know, young me, let's say it that way?
Yeah. What I would suggest for those who are self-employed, and as it's with credit, or that's concerned, one thing is your bank account, making sure that if you're getting paid cash or via Cash App,
Mm-hmm.
deposit those funds into your bank account every single time. As much as you can deposit your cash money or any kind of monies that you make via self-employment, deposit it in the bank. Because what happens is that when with credit, your bank statements are looked at because you don't get W-2s, or
Right.
I'm sorry, you don't get check
Yep.
stubs.
Right.
You don't get check stubs. So saving a record of the money that you receive, because your bank statements anywhere from 6 months to a year may be requested. So when getting credit, they may look at that, as a deciding factor, the income that you make. Of course, with your credit, they look at that too. They look at your personal credit. Now, some people who are self-employed, they start their businesses with a second job that they may have on this, as well, to help fund their self-employment job.
Right.
The whole idea is for them to utilize their monies that they're making right now on their regular jobs to help fund their self-employment jobs. But at some point, they're looking at trying to have a business line of credit and to grow more. So the whole idea with that is that bank account, meaning the bank statements, your tax records, and making sure your personal credit is up to par, because your business credit is connected to your personal credit. They look at your personal credit to extend you business credit. Some of the same tips that I gave for customers, businesses should do as well: savings, budgeting, um, reviewing your credit score at least once a week, reports anything inaccurate, reporting it, credit repair if needed. Yeah, those tips I would give.
Thank you so much, Carlina. I hope
Absolutely.
that those out here with the Exodus group are taking notes and also being able to know how to get more comfortable with the credit stuff. I know for me, it took me oh goodness, I'm still 29, that's all I'm saying. So
Are you? You're 20. I thought you were older. You're so mature. You okay?
No,
Okay. Yeah.
no. We're not celebrating the 10th year of my 29th anniversary. No,
Oh,
the 10th anniversary of my 29th birthday.
yay!
Yeah, we're not celebrating the 10th year, your 10th anniversary of my 29th birthday next week.
Okay. All
Yeah, I'll be
right.
29 again.
Yeah.
We're claiming 29, and I know
Yeah.
I look it, so that's
Oh yes, honey, you look good, but very mature, very
I,
powerful, lots of knowledge.
so I know it took me a while to get even to approach this. So the day I met you, I was just like, okay, we need to do this. And I hope those who need to get in contact with you or have more questions, how can we get in contact with you?
Okay, your viewers are more than welcome to call me directly if they like. They can call me or they can text me.
Mm-hmm.
I have my phone by me all the time. My direct telephone number is 678-427-0510. And the number again is area code 678-427-0510. And or they can reach out to me on Facebook. I'm always on Facebook as well. They
Okay.
contact me on Messenger. You'll see a Better Homes and Garden like emblem there on my page.
I'll put it up. Oh, yes.
Yeah. I'm not on Instagram as much, but I am there. I'm on Twitter, LinkedIn under my name, Carlina Jones. So you may see the Realtor of Atlanta.
Awesome. Carlina, thank you so much for this knowledge and wisdom. I know for me personally, it took me at least 15 years for me to realize that God was not punishing me. It was me not taking the steps to ensure that my life was successful. And coming out of this organization, sometimes it just takes a little knowledge. I know for the Exodus group, this is one of the tools that I want to be able to give to those coming out, because when you're coming out of the organization, there's so much misinformation. And maybe you know this information. But I know for me personally, there was so much that I didn't know, because the world was coming to an end tomorrow. That I just took 15, 20 years to go, wait, hold up. I need to address this. And I don't want those coming out now. The goal of the Exodus group is, I don't want those coming out now to be where I am yesterday. And that we're still trying to figure out 10 years, 20 years from now, what to do financially and moving forward. So I'm here for support of the Exodus group. She will be a partner of the Exodus group. Thank you, Carlina, for joining us. We do appreciate it, and I can't wait to have you on soon. This is Angela Emery with the Exodus group. You are stronger than you think. I'll see you later.